Hi Soul Fam, welcome back to this channel where we do tarot card readings every Monday. My name is Frances and I am a Reiki Master Healer, a tarot card reader, and a tarot card deck creator. This deck, Four Noble Tarot, is what we work with every week and it is available for you as well. I created this deck for anyone at any point in their tarot card journey. It comes with the 78 tarot cards as well as a guidebook. This guidebook has spread templates inside, so if you're new and you like following a template, there are a few here. That one was for sustained alignment. This is for creating abundance, and it has an intention on each card. There's 6 of those in there, as well as guidance on how to pull intuitively, which is how I work with the cards. So let's dive in for our reading this week. Just connecting energy. Feel free to join me here. All right, working in the light and the highest for everyone here's greatest good and deepest understanding at this time. Keeping my energy on, cleansed and protected. And theirs as well. Welcoming in my spiritual team. And each person who is here watching, either the week this was recorded or at any time that they found this video. Welcoming their team forward now. Beautiful. Okay. Any channel messages? Yes, I see that. Anything in addition? Before we pull cards. Understood. So I'm going to keep my eyes closed so I don't get distracted, but the first image that they're showing today, and I love when our teams do this, they've been doing this quite frequently recently, where they'll give us kind of this overarching theme for the week through a channeled image. Last week we had a shell, so this idea of like really making sure that you are taking care of yourself and listening to yourself. This week we're also getting an ocean image, but it is seaweed, and not like the skinny seaweed, but like kelp, like huge kelp forests. Kelp forests grow from, they're saying from the bottom up, but they also float from the top down. They have these huge bulbs on them, which allows this kelp to flow. And kelp, if you are unfamiliar, is vital for ocean health, and ocean health is vital for global health. The ocean provides so much oxygen. Kelp also absorbs a huge amount of CO2. So it's a really vital ecosystem here that we're working with, and that's part of the message. I'm going to come back to this like physiological structure of kelp, this idea of the ball, which like floats and then allows for this flow beneath, and or if you want to flip it, a root that then grows up and flows like this. It's almost this image of like a palm tree, like, you know, those really skinny palm trees on tropical islands. I always look at them and I'm like, how do you not just snap on over in this hurricane, right? In this literal cyclone storm that you are in, and you're just like do in the wind. That's kind of the image that we're coming here, but with this idea of kelp. So again, like this ball that floats and bobs along the water, and underneath it's just like la 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 la, here I go. And same thing if it's growing up from the sand, from the ground up, right? It's rooted and then it flows like this. So this ultimate message of and this is not a new one for us, the balance of effort and ease, but the way that it's coming through this week is like, where are you going to find your roots so that you can surrender elsewhere? What are you grounded in so that you may be free somewhere else? So an example of this, let's talk, I've had a lot of people come to me with financial stress lately. So let's talk about that as an example. Maybe you're rooted in, hey, I got rent and bills covered this month. Like, I can pay my rent. I have a roof over my head. I might not have the excess. I might not have the savings. I might have had to dip into my savings. That's where I have a little bit of flexibility. And my gosh, I'm so grateful to have that flexibility. But instead of getting stressed about not having the excess, I'm actually going to root and ground in, you know what, I have enough. I'm safe. I paid my rent. And actually, even if I have to pay that bill next month, there's not a penalty on that bill. So that's okay, right? Maybe a lighter example would be, let's say that you have really busy schedule this week, but every single day at some point you set an alarm to take 5 rounds of deep breath, 5 inhales and exhales. That is your grounding. You're like, I have 1 minute to take 5 rounds of breath, which is going to ground me into my present reality. Hey, I'm safe. I'm good. I'm breathing. My heart's beating. I'm good. Okay. now I can carry on. Let's go. Let's carry on in the day. And it might feel like you're in that ocean current, right? Like kind of getting swept up, but seeing that more as the flow of life, the natural waves of life, and you are rooted in your safety instead of feeling swept up by it. Okay? So think about how that applies to you. Maybe come up with a mantra for yourself or something that feels like this remembrance of grounding, so that if life feels like this, whether it feels in flow and it feels really yummy and great, or a little bit out of flow, like too flowy, you still have that grounding. So what is going to be your grounding this week? Okay? A mantra, a practice, a workout class, whatever it might be. Okay? Okay. Now, thank you, team, coming into cards. Anything else for this week? What do we need to know? What do we need to be aware of, mindful of? What's going on? Okay, so Spirit often talks in songs for me. I'm so sorry because I'm about to sing and I am not a great singer. But you know that song, when I said what's going on, that was interesting. That doesn't often come up. But number one, these cards are what's going on. So kind of more of this idea of like, this is like what we need to know, be mindful of, like some action steps. What's going on is, I don't know, for some reason, things that we need to understand a little bit deeper. But the song that was coming through was like, you know, that song is like, hey, yeah, 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 hey, yeah, yeah. I said, hey, what's going on? That song. I love that song. That's like a belted out song for me usually. Maybe listen to that song and like listen to the lyrics. See if there's any other messages coming through for you with that song. Or if nothing else, like finding some freedom. I was seeing birds as I was playing cards. So it's like some freedom and joy and kind of just this like, you know what? Hey, yeah, what's going on? And I'm going to dance through this. Instead of like, I don't know what's happening. It's like, what's going on? But okay. And I'm gonna like have a good time through it. And we're gonna get more insight here. Do we want to start here? Yeah, we can start here. I'll save this one for afterwards. So some more insights with that, but I encourage you to listen to that song this week. I actually don't know what it's called. I always just type in, hey, yeah, what's going on? That might be what it's called. I don't know. Anyways, I digress. Let's see what we need to know this week. What's going on this week? Okay, so what's going on? Oh, understood. Hello for the third time in a row. Okay, this is really interesting. So we have the Death card, the Queen of Cups card, and the King of Cups card. We've had Queen of Cups for the third time this week. So again, being mindful of your emotions. What's going on? We might really feel like that kelp that's in the current. Our emotions are up and down. We're crying, we're laughing. We don't know what's going on. We literally are asking that question, what's going on? Feeling lost, feeling confused, feeling less than, feeling like a failure, feeling unsure, not understanding why things are what they are. So if you're feeling this, you're not alone. Okay. We also have the balance of that with this yin yang balance of the King of Cups. King of Cups, I'll show you these cards first. Sorry, the Queen of Cups is here, right? Also this like oceanic imagery that we've been getting a lot of. And then also we have King of Cups. So this is master of emotion. So the King of Cups comes when we are being reminded not to let our emotions master us, but rather to practice the emotional intelligence to master our emotions. This does not mean I master my emotion, you do not come. Queen of Cups says we need these emotions to flow, and they are coming. They're rising. They're there. They might be heavy. They might be joyful. They might be all of it. But King of Cups says instead of getting swept up by them, we need to have the emotional intelligence and integrity, I'm hearing, so honesty with our emotions, to let them move through, to let them be there, to learn from them. Why are these feelings here? What's coming up that I need to learn? What's coming up that I need to heal? What's coming up that I need to celebrate? Where can I be proud of myself that maybe I've been trying to be too humble or not celebrating my wins or whatever it may be? Where have I been pushing heavy feelings away and it's time to let them rise? This week, really, really, really being present with your feelings. And that might be where we need that call to grounding, because it might feel like we're getting really overly emotional, but actually, or even swept up in the joys of things and maybe being erratic or not thinking decisions through or whatever it may be. So the grounding piece is important. But what's really super important here is the first card, this major card, the death card. Transitions and change and endings. We might really be encountering endings this week. These might be happy endings like graduations, celebrations, goal checking off the list, things like that. This might also be hard endings, things that we need to let go, right? Hey, yeah, what's going on? Maybe the answer is like, babe, you've been holding on way too tightly to the way you've been doing things, or to your expectations, or to whatever it may be. You need to let that go. And we know you think you've let go. But if you're really honest with your feelings, maybe some of these heavy feelings are getting triggered because you're holding on too tightly to something that's not working. Where can you let it go completely? Let it die, so that there can be a rebirth of something new. So homework here. If you're in that what's going on feeling, number one, for all of us, if we can go sing, dance, play to that song, yes. But number two, I want you to be still with your feelings. I want you to ask yourself, please feel free to get out a pen and paper here or your phone notes. What am I ready to celebrate? And then that is guidance for you and information for you to have more of that in your rebirth, right? What you're proud of, what was fun, what was playful. Let's bring more of that into this next version of ourselves. And what is not feeling good? What is not in flow that's within my control? What is hurting me? What is triggering me? And in those triggers, especially things like jealousy or like envy, things like that, what are those feelings actually showing me? What does that person have that actually I want? They're not doing anything to hurt me. They're actually highlighting something I want within myself, in my life, in my rebirth. Okay, I take that information. What is causing pain or feelings of failure or disappointment? And how can I use that as information to A, give myself grace and know I'm doing the best I can. I love you. I'm proud of how hard you're working. And what's not working? What is blocking me from having what I truly want, from creating what I truly want, from being in the energy of what I truly want? How can I let go of those things, let them change and die so that I can have my rebirth? And then last step, I'm being given an opportunity to be reborn. What's going on is that change is imminent. I am being given the gift of change. So what is that change for me? I get to decide that. So sitting with that question this week, meditating on that, journaling on that. Change is here. Death is here, figuratively speaking. But it's not death to be gone. It's death for rebirth. It's a clearing out for a welcoming in. So what am I welcoming in? Okay. Nice. Okay. And then our last card here. Well, we can't make this stuff up. Truly, truly change this week. So please do this homework this week. Like set some time in your calendar to sit with these questions. The moon card is truly the changing of phases. And two major cards. These are life themes. The death card and the moon card. This is like, if you accept this as an opportunity to change your life, you will change your life this week. In some way, shape, or form. Mindset shifting, emotional healing, trauma healing, like goal setting, whatever it may be for you. But the opportunity to do that is here. And if you feel confused or you need support, I am here. I am here to work in a one-on-one session with you if you want to. No pressure. You don't have to work with me. You can work with a therapist, your favorite healer. You can listen to a podcast, read a book, whatever you want. But if you want Reiki or tarot for personal insights and healing, or I do have this offering called a direction session. It's a 3-hour intensive, and we really do exactly what it's called. We help you find direction. I call in your spiritual team. We channel with them. We pull some tarot cards at the end, but we get super duper clear on where you're going, what you want, how to get there. I am available. However, that is besides the point. I just wanted to share that I am here for you. There is support available to you. But this moon card, the changing of phases, allowing the change to come, whether you want it to come or not, it's coming, right? We can't tell the moon, hey, could you just not do full moon tonight, right? It's like, babe, we're twisting and turning, right? Like the change is here. It's coming. And the more you can surrender to the change, let it happen, let go, be in flow, stay grounded, but in the flow, the easier it will be. Now, there's resistance to change because we're scared of the unknown. We don't know what's on that far side of the moon. We don't know what the next phase is going to be. So we're like, wait, no, because here's like kind of fine. But nothing changes if nothing changes. So if you are not happy or comfortable or joyous or whatever it may be in your current situation, it's going to stay. They're saying like, you will stay the same, but everything around you is changing and it's going to get harder, right? Because change is imminent. It's the only constant. We might not change, but everything else is changing, and that makes it more, makes more friction for us because we're not flowing with the evolution. So even though you might be afraid of the unknown, what's on the other side of the change, what's in the rebirth, you do have a hand in it. Spirit said, what is your rebirth? You get to tell us. And if you don't know, that's okay. But then what energy do you want to exist in? What emotions do you want to exist in? What are a few things? How do you want to feel, right? These feelings cards from the Queen of Cups, the King of Cups. How do you want to feel? You don't have to know anything else. You don't have to know any of the details, any of the goals, nothing. You can. That's fantastic if you do. But if you don't, I want you leaning into how do I want to feel? And what are a few things that I can do daily to bring about that feeling? Okay? The rest will become clear in time. But for now, really this week, I want you focused on embracing change, allowing your feelings to be there, the heavy ones and the joyous ones, and receive information from those feelings so that you can, optimize the change that is here. Take it as a gift, as an opportunity to amplify your life in whatever way you want to. But this is going to require some time to sit down and be with this. And maybe it's not a one-time thing this week. Maybe this is, 30 minutes every day checking in, or, you think about it when you're driving to work or in the shower, or you do sit down and you journal and meditate. It can be whatever you want it to be, whatever you do have space for, but please also create the space for it because again, we're being given the gift of change. Embrace it. Okay. Beautiful. Whilst staying grounded, right? The grounding and the change, the grounding and the flow. Yeah. What's going on? Change. And that is a good thing. Might feel kind of scary, but it is good. Okay? Nice. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Thank you for being here. If you haven't already, please like this video and subscribe to this channel. Share with a friend who you think would love it or who would receive from these messages. If you feel called to donate to what I call the love jar, I will leave my PayPal donation link in the description box below. This helps me to show up with energy every week for you. I am sending so much love. I can't wait to see you again next week. Please feel free to share how this resonated with you in the comments. I hope you have an amazing, evolutionary, transformative week, or at least the start of that. If you don't see the change this week, that's okay, but knowing that the change is beginning this week, which is so exciting and wonderful. So much love to you, and I will see you soon.